Okay, next term is ablative. In languages which express grammatical relationship by means of inflections, a term reflecting to form taken by a noun phrase, often a single noun or pronoun, typically used in the expression of a range of locative and instrumental meanings. Locative and instrumental meaning. English does not have an ablative case, as did Latin, but uses other means. The preparation with, from, and by in particular to express this notion. E.g., he did it with his hand. Right? Oh, this term is also difficult to understand. For me, ablative, ablative, so ablative, ablative. Ablative means I cannot. Okay. Okay. Next term is abrupt. Abrupt means is a term sometimes used in the distinctive feature theory of phonology. Distinctive feature. As part of the phrase abrupt release, it refers to a sound released suddenly, without the acoustic turbulence of a fricative. Without turbulence of fricative, as in plosive consonants. Its opposite is delayed release, used to characterize a fricate. This demonstrates that I don't know the term of phonetics well. I surely studied such a term, plosive consonants, but I cannot remember what this term means. Anyway, next term is absolute. Absolute 1. A term used in traditional grammatical description and occasionally in linguistics to refer to sentence constitution which is isolated from or abnormally connected to the rest of the sentence. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I sure. And English displays an absolute use of adverb and adjective in sentence initial position. E.g., however, he arrived later. Happy, she went to sleep. In Latin, there are such exocentric construction as the ablative absolute as in hac fact. And this word absolute refers other meanings. Another one is in linguistic theory. The term refers to a type of universal, An absolute universal is one which characterizes all languages without exception. Say it cons it contrasts with relative universal. Mm, mm, I cannot understand perfectly. No. Okay, next word. Absolutive. A term used in the grammatical description of some languages, such as inuktitut, inuktitut or Georgian, where there is an ergative. Ergative. I don't know the pronunciation of this word. Ergative. 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 Ah, here. No. Ergative system. In this system, there is a formal parallel between the object of a transitive verb and the subject of an intransitive one. That is, they display the same case, and theirs are referred to as absolutive. The subject of the transitive verb is then referred to as ergative. Mm. Okay, another term is absorption, a term used in generative grammar for a process in which an element incorporates a syntactic feature that it does not normally possesses. Uh, I've heard the term, yeah. But an example would be a case feature on a verb normally assigned to an NP object, which is absorbed by a passive participle. Oh. Uh, okay, next term. Oh no. Um, this word absorption has another meaning. In phonology, an absorption process is seen especially in some tone languages, where a sequence of tones at the same level is conflated. Conflate. Mm. Conflate. 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 Tone. Yeah, I'm very interested in tone of language, but I don't want to study about tone languages. However, yeah, it is not type to study for me. Anyway, for example, a falling high to low contour tone might be followed by a low tone, yielding a possible high-low-low sequence. One low tone would then absorb the other, resulting in a high-low sequence. See also obligatory contour principles. Yeah. Yes, I understand this. And this is interesting for me. The, this phenomenon is similar to declination, maybe. Okay, another word. Another word, abstract. Abstract. There are two meanings. The first one, a term used in phonology to describe any analytical approach which relies on unobservable elements such as underlying forms, opposed to concrete or natural. Theories vary in the amount of abstractness they permit, and this is sometimes reflected in the title of an individual approach, such as in natural generative phonology. Hmm. Um, I I repeat this explanation to understand well. Um, mhm. A term used in phonology to describe any analytical. I want to know the position of stress of analytical or analytical, analytical. Okay, analytical. Analytical approach which relies on unobservable elements such as underlying forms opposed to concrete or natural. Theories vary in the amount of abstractness they permit, and this is sometimes reflected in the title of an individual approach, such as in natural generative phonology. And another meaning that this term abstract refer is a traditional term used in grammar to describe nouns which lack observable reference, such as thought, mystery, and principle. Yeah, it is really abstract word. Now these are really abstract words. Opposed to dog. Yeah, dog is a very concrete one, but yeah. Mhm. And the distinction is treated with caution in linguistics because of the difficulty of deciding which category many nouns belong to, especially when dealing with all aspects of perception and behavior. Music and happiness, for example, have been called abstract nouns, though the first is perceptible to the senses and the second can be related to observable behavior. Linguistically oriented grammars prefer to operate with such formal distinctions as countability. Yeah, countability is also a difficult problem to study language.